All right, well, I'm at a standstill until I get a tank for the water. I need a water tank. I can't go any further. I need a stainless steel water tank. I don't want plastic. Jesse, I need you to go pick me up some stainless steel tanks in Virginia. It's 600 miles away. You need to go get those so I can finish this.
All right, so after a nice 5-hour drive, I got the tanks. Now I have another 5-hour drive back to my garage where I'm going to swap these into my truck, and then have another 2-hour drive up to Henry's to deliver these to him. Yay.
Still waiting for that tank. Sir, I hear you have some products for me.
Oh yeah, you know, it's only 700 miles, but you got your tanks.
Oh, good.
I see you're dressed well for the occasion, sir.
Absolutely, mate. So last night at like 1 in the morning, Jesse shows up with the freaking tanks that I needed to get this whole thing done. He drove 700 miles all night and got the tank and got it to me today. So today I'm gonna make this tank fit the truck, and I'm gonna be done with this stupid water tank, and it'll never give me a problem again because it is a 401 stainless steel tank. Thank you, Jesse. According to my measuring tape, this is gonna work really good. Unfortunately, I do have to shorten the tank a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna cut like an L shape out of it, flip the material and put it back in. This way I'm maximizing my water containment, my amount of water I'm carrying, and minimizing the amount of welding I gotta do. So this beam here has to come out. It was originally part of the cross structure, which doesn't really have to be in there anymore because of how it's bolstered on the side, although I'm probably gonna build a bridge over it to pull the tank right to it, like a fuel tank is held on with a strap. This water tank is gonna be very similar to that. So we're gonna start by probably cutting this out of the way, cutting off some of these little brackets, cutting off these exhaust hangers, and just making room in general. So this way I have the general square of where this tank is going to fit. We have 13, and that's gonna be the drive shaft. But we're above this, so we're above the drive shaft. So we're gonna take this to right here. Okay, let's cut this bad boy. I don't like doing it twice. We have only the highest quality Sawzall blade here, so we gotta be easy on her. Pieces of crap. Don't buy cheap Sawzall blades. Oh my gosh. Is this thing cooked already? Bro! What the heck is this for? Metal. High carbon. Carbon what? Carbon plastic? Carbon fiber? It sure as crap ain't metal. Are you serious? There's nothing, I am confused. My gosh, the heck is that? Only buy good Sawzall blades. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Let me get my old one that's burnt up. That's, I think, Diablo. Okay, we gotta straighten it out. Okay, so this is the old Diablo blade. As you can see, it has like no teeth on it, and it's already been bluing and overheated. but I'm thinking it's already way better than that last brand new OEM tool one I just used. Gonna give it some oil and see if it works. Ain't much life left in that one. Wow, what a difference in quality. That blade is well used, and yet it's still cutting. Where that brand new one took the teeth right off of it. Right the heck off of it. I would have better off put a butter knife in that thing and cutting with it. Wow. All right, we got one done. We got 2 more to go. There's like no more teeth left on this thing. Channel is always hard to cut because it thickens and it makes it difficult to cut. Okay, the first fit, I know I have to cut the tank, but I kind of just want to see it in there. Yeah, it's gonna work. Oh wow, it's so close, jeez. Okay, well that's gonna work. It's gonna work. All right. Well, let's hold it flush. Then I gotta mark what I gotta cut the tank. This tank's gonna fit perfect in here. It'll be probably about like a little closer this way. Probably like that. I cut this a little wider than I had to, but that's fine. I'll come on the inside of that, and I gotta come up and then over and back down. But I still have to leave it underneath my crossover plate. But I have to have it for the strength. I didn't realize how much it was doing. Might even build some gussets on the side. Okay, well, let's get this out of here. And that's easy to work in. 25, 1 inch off of there. 25 to here. This water tank, man, this water tank has been a real pain in the butt. It's like, it's going here. It is going here no matter what. That's why I want it. That's why I want the center of gravity. That's where it's going. It's just so much work to make it fit. Geez, I mean, Jesse had to drive all the way to Virginia. Can't fail him now.
The answer to that is no. You cannot fail me. You gotta get it. We gotta get the water tank in the water tank spot within the frame. No, we can do it.
All right, so I have to figure out the height of the tank bottom to the truck without anything together. So it's all measuring. That's how you build stuff, but I'm also kind of like a very hands-on, gotta see it kind of guy. So I'd really like it to fit already a little so I can measure off it, but I can't. So I gotta trust the old tape measure, which has yet to do me wrong. We're gonna use the level. This is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna set the level down, and then we're gonna replicate a 2-inch rise. So I think the level is 2.5 or 3. It's 2 1/4. So close. So 2 1/4, we'll just knock a 1/4 inch off of it. So from there to the ground, it's exactly 9 1/8. 9 1/8 minus a 1/4, but this actually goes higher up. So this is the height I gotta work. Oh wow, yeah, that dropped a lot. It's gonna end up 8 3/8. So what I should do is cut that 8 inches off of the bottom of the tank. That'll give me a 1/4 inch of clearance between the frame and the tank. Although they're bolted together and it shouldn't move, there's always that little bit of vibration. So I don't want anything touching other than where it's holding it onto the vehicle with its mechanical fasteners. 21, 821. Remember that, 821. 821. Jesse, 821.
1345.
821! Okay, 21 inches. Right there. 21, 7. 7. And we gotta go 8. 21, 8. I'll use it speed square. I'm having a moment here. So there we go. Okay, so this is going to be the cut line. Yeah. Okay. So now we'll measure the other side. Okay, now we have to do the bottom. So now it's all marked out. The plan that's going to transpire here is we're going to cut this square out, cut these sides off of that square, probably right along this weld, and then invert this piece. Simply take it, turn it, and put it back in, and then re-weld it. This way I'm not wasting any material because the stainless steel is really expensive, plus I need it to maybe plug some of these holes. And it's the least amount of welding to be done on the tank to make it fit the truck. So we're going to simply cut, flip, weld. Well, here we go. We're going to cut our perfect stainless steel tank so it fits in our camper. These tanks are extremely expensive, so not messing it up is really important. But then again, it's metal, we have welders, we could probably fix it. And it's just a water tank. I have no guide, so I'm gonna have to freehand this thing as it's flopping around. Let's see if we can slow that flopping around a little bit. Like trying to level that bar table. Wait, oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Well, I got it all cut free-handed, so it's not like the perfect straight line, but it's fair enough. There'll be a little filling going on. Let's pull it off, take a look at this thing. Oh, God, smoke. Have to wash that out. We got it kind of dirty. It's all right, a little soap and water can fix that. That's kind of the idea. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna work. All right, this is gonna equal my 1.5 inches on top of the muffler, which is supported by the jack. There's no hangers in it. This is gonna equal the water tank. There you have it. First fit. We'll move it over as much as we can. Let me cut some more of that off. Yeah, I want that over as much as I can get it. So, that gives me enough room to screw into my things. So right next to the tank. I might have to I got to take more off of that because I think I need that over as much as I can get it. This is going to be like in the floor. I got to cut those off. It's a lot of work. This water tank is a lot of work. Try to make it just fit in this little spot, you know. It's never meant to be a camper, but I want all its equipment underneath it. It'll just make for a much more stable machine. especially since it's so high up. I want all this weight down low as I can get it. So this is basically right at the belt line of the chassis. So it's low as I can get it. It's kind of between the frame rails. But I gotta keep messing with it to get it where I want it. A lot of variables here. All right, well, my cut is perfect, so that's awesome. All I gotta do now is basically move it over as far as I can, because I need these ports for the water to be drained out of it. We'll flip that piece we cut and cut it and tack weld it on. And then we'll come back here and design the frame. All right, well, let's do that. All right, let's flatten this baby out. We just got to clean this up a little, tack weld it in, but I'm going to clean the inside of the tank first because it got all that dust in there. Comes right out and it's got to clean it. Now's the time. Otherwise you'll be tasting metal for the whole time you own this thing. We're going to weld this on now. I got the stainless steel wire all set up to run. I tested it on a piece. It worked pretty nice. So let's do some stainless steel welding. We'll tack it first so I can move it around as needed because it looks like it's got to go this way already. You always use your welding gun as a hammer. We got a little tack. That'll hold it for us. Yeah. Put a tack on this corner too. Okay. I have to push this in and like pull it at the same time, but we'll put a little weld on the outside corners. I need it to burn a little hotter, a little less wire speed. Stainless is kind of weird. Well, we'll just do our best. That's the first stainless steel thing I've ever welded. Like, honestly, I'm thinking about it while I'm welding it. Other than like dirty exhaust on like a car, I've never welded actual stainless with stainless wire and stainless gas. It welds different. It's very hard. You can tell that the metal doesn't want to disappear too easy, but it also doesn't want to like melt into it too easy. So there's a knack to this that I don't have. So I just hope it don't leak. I'll probably run this over 2 times. Well, it's welded. Now I'm probably going to run over some of these welds again. I don't trust them. They don't trust me. But I'll probably grind them down a wee bit. Well, we got our tank all welded up and we are testing it outside. Currently, we got it full of water to see if it leaks. And if it doesn't, we're good to go. If it does, I got to weld it some more. Well, there's still water in it. Oh yeah, boy. And there is no water under it. Let's make sure. Yeah. Nice, dude. No leak at all. There's water in it. Yep, it's full and the seam is underwater. All right. Oy. Awesome sauce, dude. Well, we just checked the tank. It is not leaking. It is holding. And I'll tell you what, stainless steel is hard to weld. I've never welded stainless steel before in this much of a project. It's actually very difficult. It's extremely hard. So the welds are ugly, but they work. All right, we're gonna drain this baby out and carry it inside. And I think I'm gonna call it a night and then pick up on this project tomorrow. sweet. Oh, it's leaking all over me. Ah, I'm wet. Ah, that was a bad idea. Yeah. All right. Whew. All right, we are done for the day. I'm going to call it a day here. I'm going to wrap this up. It's been a long day, and we're going to pick up on this project tomorrow of fitting the tank in it and getting the rest of the structure done and putting the camper back permanently on the Lexus. So Jesse dropped off that tank. We modified it. We leak checked it. Now I'm going to fit it to the stupid camper. I'm so tired of working on the stupid tank. It's so small too. It's only a 15-gallon tank. Most campers got like a 38-gallon tank or bigger. I don't have the space for it, so this is what I'm working with. I also carry a couple 5-gallon auxiliary water jugs. I'm going real far, but this is the permanent one that stays with this truck. So I'll show you where it's laying, and I'll show you what I'm doing, and then we'll do it. Okay, so here's where it fits. The piece of wood is just sitting there to kind of gap it from here. This access I'm going to use, it's simply just going to have a little flip door right here in the floor to fill it. You open up this door, and then you fill it that way. This way, you can't accidentally put gas in it. I know it sounds really stupid, but the fuel fill is right here and the water fill will be somewhere by it. And I don't want the possibility of like you have your friend fill it up or your wife or something and she accidentally, or he or whatever, someone accidentally fills it with gasoline. So it's going to be right here in the floor, so that can't possibly happen. All right, so now you know how it's going to get filled, how we're going to get the water out of it, right? Well, I bought a couple of these guys. We're going to do PEX on the whole camper. This is going to thread into these holes all the way down here, and I'll be able to suck the water out. This one's going to be removed. This plug down there, right now it's just a plug. I'm going to have a spigot or a hose bib that runs out of the side of the truck right over here somewhere, so I can drain water out, wash my hands, fill a dog bowl, whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and fabricate this thing into it. First order of business is basically centering it and then getting the floor reconnected because I had to cut it out. That's where I had to cut the floor. I had to cut this beam out, but I cut this to fit over it because this is like just into it. So I have to raise that up a little bit. I had to move this over a little bit, no big deal. Now I have to build a cross brace here, some sort of brace here to hold it to it, and then also a brace for the fuel tank for this band that was once on the body. See the rubber there, that's where it will lay. That metal is just sitting there, I'm not using that. And then, you know, it'll wrap around and kind of strap itself in. So that's today's job, is to make all this crap work. So I'm probably gonna start with leveling this and then putting this beam in. So let's do that. Okay, so the notch in my tank is working great. I have some plugs. I have plenty of room between the fuel tank, the drive shaft, and the exhaust. It got about 1.5 inches between the exhaust muffler and my tank. I kind of wanted more than that, and I could technically go higher up. I could bring this tank up 2 inches, but if I bring the tank up 2 inches, I lose a lot of strength in the floor cross brace, and I also don't have a way to get this guy here, these brackets, tied to something. So I think I'm just gonna leave it close to the exhaust. Like I said, it's about 2 inches from the exhaust, but it's right under the muffler. Now I could take the muffler out and leave the tank high up and be done with it that way. But trying to figure out what's the best scenario has been killing me, because each one has their benefits and each one has their downside. Downside of moving the muffler is I have to put it somewhere in the back, which then takes away from the breakover angle. It moves the heat source. It's annoying. I could lower it. I could take the floor out. If I take the floor out, it fixes a muffler problem, but then it gives me another problem. So it's like, so I'm kind of just splitting the difference of like a little bit of each have to give up, like a little bit of the floor strength and a little bit of the muffler placement. It is a stainless steel 1/8 inch thick tank, so it's not gonna melt, and it's sure as heck ain't gonna boil the water. It ain't gonna boil 15 gallons of water. It is sitting above the entire muffler, so the muffler gets hot. So it probably will have some effect, maybe. I don't know if it'll be negative though, but we're gonna find out. Don't I sound super sure? I'm like, because I'm not. I'm like super unsure. It's so annoying, this stupid water tank, man. I'm so tired of this water tank. It's so small and insignificant and stupid. but I want it right here. This is where it's going. This is where it's got to go. The weight is going to be fantastic right here. All right, well, I guess no more complaining. Let me just cry and work at the same time so I can get this done. All right, let's do something. All right. All right, so I think I figured out how to hold down the water tank. I'm going to strap it in like it's a fuel tank. Basically strap underneath it, rubber on top, and tighten it with bolts. This way it can never crack. My fear is that I weld it tight, and since stainless steel is so hard, all the vibration, since it's just held at the top, would kind of vibrate it and crack it. And I don't want it to crack because it's in a very hard to get to place. It's a little more work to strap it, but it's way more professional. So I'm going to strap it. Oh boy. All right, let's measure that out. So I think what I'll do is I'll put my straps clean over the end and clean over the end. And that'll be 2 straps. It'll wrap around underneath it and go into it, and then I just got to build a frame here to support it. So let's make some straps. All right, 1 strap is done. Now I have to make 1 more, and then I'm going to bolt it in the back with rubber insulators, basically loosely. The 2 straps are going to hold it in the center and in the far end, and on the other side, it's just going to use the factory bolt points, which are quite robust, and I'm going to put a rubber insulator between the 2, so the whole tank can basically vibrate around without cracking. That's the plan. So this is what we have so far. I have this nut welded in. There'll be 1 back here for the 1 strap to go under the tank. There's gonna be 1 right where this level is, which is also gonna double as my gas tank holder. And then back here with these factory mounts, I'm gonna go through it horizontally and then bolt this with a angle iron straight down. That way it holds it from going forward and back, and these will hold it up and down because it's held tight, but it's not like stupid tight. This way it can't possibly crack. It has a little bit of vibration room. You gotta have vibration room, especially on like something as custom as this and it's hard to get to. I'm taking every precaution necessary. They have a cross beam that's going to support the fuel tank and the water tank. Went with 3-inch channel. This should be plenty strong. Then we have something like this. That'll support the top of the fuel tank right across the rubber daubers there. Now we just need something to connect it. Nah, that'll work. All right. Weld that. Okay, the tank extension is done. Now my tank will have something to rest on. Now I just have to make the straps. Decisions. Might as well just make it, huh? Stop complaining. All I've been doing is staring at it and complaining. I've been working on it way too long. All right, well, I'm gonna let that cool down and I'm gonna work over here. This design is taking too long. That's why I know I could drill. This one here. We'll put, I really want that like there, which means I should have drilled the hole in farther. But your boy Henry's an idiot. If I put it through there, it's going to make it difficult to get to. I'm getting so annoyed with this. It's like everything has to come out, right? So if everything has to come out, I got to build it so it comes apart. That part of engineering is so annoying. Like, just weld it in, you're done, you know? And a lot of people do that, but I just can't do it because I'll be the one fixing it and I'll be screwed if I can't get it out. Well, I just keep on keeping on, I guess. This is sure taking a while. And I have to have this done today and painted today. And the bottom of the cabs. Got to be done tomorrow. It's being bolted on. That's that. Yeah, that was real hard, wasn't it, Henry? Okay, well, that was not hard. And I don't know why I was crying so bad. All right, I guess I should get my straps and some rubber and bolt this tank in. Oh no, I messed up a little bit. I was supposed to put the straps on first and then slide it over. Well, I might have made it a little harder. Man, I am my own worst enemy here. Because I'm building this from the top, but it actually comes out from the bottom. So now it's kind of stuck in there. That'll go there. That'll go in there. This is what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to drop this tank down and then do this. So I did it backwards. But I think it'll be okay if I can get this wood and everything out of here. All right. One piece of wood out. This is supposed to go this way. Well, I just noticed an immediate problem. That's going to be in the way. So this hole needs to be like right against that. All right, I got to drill a hole real quick. All right, that should fix that. Let's see if we can get this under this. I'll put that rubber in later. I'm sure it's working to turn something simple into something difficult. Go forward. Man, everything's like just that half-inch fit. Oh my gosh, I really can't. Well, shoot. Man, everything is like so close to fitting, but like it doesn't quite. Ouch. Oh. Okay, I got him in there. I just want to weld this tank right to this truck and be like, ah, it's done for now. But I know it'll crack in the desert when I really need that water tank, and then I'll be dead. I'll have myself to blame for my own death. Don't forget the rubber insulators. Come on, bro. Get right there. Well, I mean, I got it. Kind of. Oh my gosh, I see it. Where's my bolt? Oh, I'm out of hands. Please don't move. I got it. I'm going to take a break. I got the tank bolted in. And I'm going to weld those nuts that are sticking up into the body, because if I have to take it out, I won't be able to get up there with a wrench. All right, on to the next thing. All right, I got the stupid water tank done. Oh, I never thought I'd get to say that. I finished the framing. I'll show you what I did. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to seal and paint the bottom of the camper. And then I'm going to lower this sucker together. All right, so this is what we got. So here we have it. I was able to design this cross brace with straps that go under the tank on both sides. You saw me fighting those stupid things. I got them in right behind this little plastic plug. This actually is moved a little. It's supposed to sit like that. This clears the bolt for the strap, just in case this rattled or got pressed down or something. It wouldn't scrape in there when there's weight on it, because this sits against the floor of the camper. This is the only one that's different than the rest. This one goes to the floor of the camper but starts out here. The other ones are all on the floor of the camper. Reason for that is this has a different style mount. So this side here, one stretch, and I built the frame extension to press the tank into it. These holes there and that one there are for the strap for that tank, which I will build when I get the new fuel tank. I didn't get the fuel tank yet. So let's go ahead and pull this out, clean it, paint it, and pull it back in. There she is, the unpainted product. The frame is done. The wing wall extension is done. All of the equipment is in it. Propane tank, spare tire, stupid water tank, fuel tank and fuel tank extension. Looking pretty good. Now I'm going to paint it. All right, it's all painted. Now I have to paint the bottom and seal the camper, pull it in, let it dry, and tomorrow I put it together. Well, as much as I don't want to do this today, I remember I gotta scrape up this body so it sticks together tomorrow. The Lexus Raider is almost done. Now it's all painted. I'm going to paint the bottom of this and I'm going to call it a night. Okay, the floor is all painted. All right, now I'm going to wrap this video up here. I am done for the day. I'm itchy. I am covered in paint. I'm covered in weld burns. I've got that stupid tank done that was like literally had me this close to throwing a wrench. I am done for the day. So on behalf of the itsDeza crew, I'll see you in another video.